Good evening, Enny.
Hi, Manuel. Good evening. Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine. How's been your
Okay.
day, sir?
My day has been good.
Okay.
I think we're just going to wait for more people to join.
Okay, sir.
Because it seems like you're the only one on the call right now.
Okay, no problem. You made mention that was yesterday that probably today might be the last time we'll be having a session before the project
the
phase.
project phase, yeah.
I hope we're ready for that. We've not done login authentication and login yet. I hope we're ready for that.
Yes, you are ready for it. So normally I would not touch on the authentication because I think last cohort was during the project phase that I actually touched on authentication, and but I don't think I will be doing that in this cohort, and that is because I would like everyone to go learn how
Study
to do
further.
that on
Yeah.
their own. Yeah, exactly. Because as opposed to other cohorts, I think I've taught more in this cohort than any other cohorts. I've not taught as much. Like most times, we don't really go in depth teaching. In fact, the office hours is not even supposed to be for teaching. It's supposed to be for answering questions.
And we're grateful for that.
Well, I actually made mine into more of a teaching session.
Yes, we
And it
noticed
was
that.
not supposed to
Grateful.
be that way.
Very, I'm grateful. I, as a person, I actually gone through flags before, but not as this. This is more explanatory, as in this session we've been having. Zuri has been a good experience, and for now, as in I have not seen anything that my brain has been overshooting, thinking about real life application and all that. So I've been happy. Let's say, as in when you talk about the whole stuff, about 90%, I'm okay, I'm happy, and it has not been.
So the project phase will just be me guiding everyone on how to do things. Not necessarily teaching anything. I probably will be leading teams or projects. So I would not be teaching. I would just be guiding.
Wow,
And
that's great.
Yeah.
Thank you in anticipation.
Yeah.
I'm grateful. Honestly, the class has been so great, and especially your time with us, as in the explanation has been down to earth. If there's something, you go over things over and over again. In fact, I don't know, I've actually just created a playlist on YouTube, try to peg all the tutorials as in the sessions we've had, because I guess those would definitely be a tool to visit over and over again. And it has been great. It has been great. It has been great. The class has been, at least this should be the best ever lesson I've ever attended. If there's anything like that, it should be the best I've ever attended. Like when you talk about online class, it has been great.
I think continue.
Because it's not, many times it's like they brush the top, they take you as a professional, they brush the top and they just push you out there. But coming to the officer, it has been like quite a very, very great explanatory. We ask questions, precise questions, and we get precise answers, even with examples. You don't get that anywhere. You can't get that anywhere. After the class tutorials, they give you tasks. If you can't move further. As in, it's so blunt, but this has been fair. As in, when you talk about if you are serious, you know what you want. This has been it has been fair. It has been nice on both sides. We make complaints. We are being attended to. But I'm just happy. I'm happy. I'm even thinking of going for maybe after this Node.js, maybe the next, if they will give me another chance, I'll definitely further
Yeah.
for Node.js. I will. I will do that because
Uh,
I guess
um.
it's been nice.
Yeah, I'm happy you shared that sentiment. At least, if one person can at least pick a thing or two, I think I'll be very happy. So I know not everyone who attends the office hours or who attends the live session actually understands, but I think my happiness is more when I see everyone follow through or try to make efforts to understand and learn a thing or two. So if it impacts knowledge into one or two people, then I think I'm fine. I'm happy. That was
Yeah,
what actually made it more into a live a teaching session instead of just a question and answer
honestly,
discussion, so that
because
everyone can follow through. Because I understand how it feels to go through the lessons and just watch the videos on YouTube. It might not cater to everything you
of
might want
course,
to learn
of
at
course,
the beginning.
of course,
So I thought it would be best if I use the office hours as
it
like a
is.
tool
Honestly, I'm
for
grateful.
teaching everyone. And so things that the videos do not cover, I go in depth and I try to talk about them. Although it's more of a surface level, I don't go deep, very
Yes,
deep
you
into them
understand.
because of
Yeah,
I want everyone. If I was to go deep, most people would not understand. Probably I will have like three people just doing Django.
of
So
course,
as you move further into your tech journey, to your tech career, you would see how things work better and you will understand more things.
of course. I'm grateful.
So that is just how everything is. So looks
Great.
like we have I think it looks like we have about 4 people on YouTube watching.
Okay.
So just to confirm, was this link in your calendar or on your
Yes, it is.
calendar?
It is. It is on my
Okay.
calendar.
Okay, so I'm thinking if I should go. I really want this class to be short and I don't know what else cover. I'm still thinking of what I might try to cover. So I'm most likely just ask questions. So is there anything okay, so if you're watching on YouTube, is there any question you'd like to ask? Uh if there is anything you would love to ask, um I'll be very much obliged to answer. Okay, so this looks like there is no response. Okay, so I think I should just talk about class-based views, I guess. I think that's like the only thing I've not talked about or touched in any way. So I think I should just do that. Or better still, I most likely would just be sending a YouTube video on class-based views to the channel because I don't think I am in a teaching mood today, to be very honest. I've had a pretty long day, so I had an issue with testing my APIs. I tried it on Postman, but still no progress. So I'm going to ask, is it working? Like, what exactly do you have issues with? Is it that the routes, you cannot, do you get any specific error or anything? So if you can help me with the error you got or the issue exactly, because saying you are having issues with testing your APIs, it's not very explanatory. Like, what issues are you getting exactly? Is that going to be makeup for the project? I think I made a mistake. Makeup, as in what sense? For what project? No, you cannot submit again. There is no way to submit the task again. Okay, so it says you are trying to access just one song, but you get an error. So are you sure you are on the specific route for that functionality? Are you sure you're in the right API routes? So I wish you were on the Zoom call so that you most likely would explain the issue better. But you know what? You can reach out to me on Slack. and that would help you out with it. Okay, so what error exactly did you get? And what was the error code itself? Okay, so looks like there is no other question, and we have finished. So I'm just going to say this. So for the project phase, yeah, you are going to be working on a project, most likely a real world project. It's definitely a real world project, not most likely. So you're going to work in on a real life project, be building something, working on something. It depends. I don't know what the projects exactly are. You will get it from coordinator and Chikere and Xylos. So you will be working on a real world project. Now, I have covered most of the things that are useful, or most of the things that you would need to know before you can actually build a project. Most of the things have been covered. But notwithstanding, all mentors are still around during the project phase. So you can always reach out to us. Yeah, now we'll be guiding you with building the projects. We will not be writing codes for you, nor would we be in charge of the team itself. You'll be working closely with your teammates. You will learn how to collaborate into teams, working with version control like GitHub, and with like Git and GitHub. You would be having to work with other people. So anything you do not understand, while I am available to guide, it would be best if you know at this point, you know how to Google your question, to research for that, to read for that, to learn for that. There is no way you can be a programmer. There's no way you can be a software engineer. There's no way you can call yourself a coder and you do not know how to make research. You do not know how to read articles. You do not know how to Google. In fact, everyone should know how to. It's a skill. It's a skill in itself. So everyone working on the project must know how to do these things. So you'll be doing that a lot, an awful lot. you would encounter errors that might make you want to just go insane and just quit and stuff like that. But you'll be fine, trust me, you'll be fine. At first it might seem overwhelming. It's would definitely look overwhelming at first when you get your project specification, and yeah, I require to build your ER, because you would need to be able to build your own models. You're not working on a project. One person is not working on a project. You'll be working in teams, but I believe I'm talking to all backend developers, all Django developers now. So the fact that you are in a team, it means you are in charge of the server side of your project. So most likely you'll be at the helm of the whole logic, the whole data related logic in the project you'll be building. So most likely you will be building models, ERDs, and the rest. So it might seem overwhelming at first to do those things, but you would definitely be fine. You just need to be calm and look at it in a different way. It's not as big as it might seem at the start. So I think that's just the piece of advice I have to give. So yeah, that is it. I wish everyone the best of luck in their projects, in their respective projects. This is the last class we'll be having for the learning phase. So like I said, I believe I have covered most of the things, if not all, that you've been needing to work on a real life project. The rest can actually be learned by you. I've also showed you how to use the Django documentation and how to just read through. So you have to be doing a lot of reading on the Django documentation and other documentations that are related to the projects you'll be building. So the more you see what you have, or the more you understand what you have to build, the more you know what to code, the more you know what to write in your different text editor and the rest. So I wish you all how do they say it? Sorry, I don't so have a lovely evening. Okay, I think there's a question. Please, Emmanuel, you can ask a question.
You made mention of the class view. I know with what we have presently with the defining the view, we can actually go through the project, but you made mention of the class view. So that in case we are to use it in the project, it will not be as if we are using something out of the box. So
so the thing is, you would be the one to determine that with your teammates, what you would use for your project. It is for you, it is your code, it is your project. So obviously you'll be writing the one that you're most comfortable with. So the class view, it's not I mean, I think I would say this, it's a bit more complex than the function-based views. I won't try to deny that fact. It's a bit more complex than the function-based view, and that is why I explained the function-based views first. Once you understand how the view works, you can write your code with the class-based view. So you just need to look at the documentation, watch videos on YouTube to best understand how well to work with class-based view. But it's something you can't, if you're in a team of 10 and you guys are like 3 to like 5 backend or Django developers there, obviously you people will have to come to a decision on what to use and how best to achieve what you guys want to do. So it's a decision that you and your teammates will have to come up with and then work with. So yeah.
Noted.
So like I said, most of the things I covered, it's not in depth, very deep, and that is because I understand that there's beginners in this track, in this Django track, so I wouldn't want to go very deep so they wouldn't get lost. But in building projects, when you read more, you understand how best to do things, and you would see that there are still so many things you have to learn. So you have not become a master yet in Django. Even I myself, I am still learning Django from time to time. So you just have to keep learning and just moving forward.
Thank you, sir. Noted, sir.
Yeah. So I think that is it. So there is no other question. So I hope everyone have a good evening or a great evening. It's evening yet. It's 4:27. Yeah, it's evening already. So I hope to see everyone. Okay, no, I forgot that we finished. I said this is the last class. So since this is the last class, probably the next meeting I'll be having will be with a team or with probably all backend developers, not just Django developers. So yeah, that is it. So okay, I think yeah, it's actually been a pleasure. I must say, teaching is fun, while also hard. I don't think I've ever been a good teacher myself. So seeing that at least one or two people are learning from the class, I think it gives me joy. It warms my heart. I've never thought of myself as a very good teacher. So seeing that at least some people are still learning a thing or two is something I'm happy about. So yeah, it's been a pleasure to be the Django mentor for this cohort and have amazing students. So thank you all for joining, and I hope everyone have success in their project phase. Bye.